Gymnastics with Genesis. I am Claire, this is Tom, and when we're not teaching here in our living room, sometimes I am with you on Saturday mornings in Chessington.
Who are we though?
Who are we?
Yeah, who are we?
Well,
Because you said Genesis.
Yeah.
Partnership with Genesis.
Well,
but
together when we teach, we are Reset Lab.
That's it, that's better.
And we specialise in teaching adult gymnastics in London. And during lockdown, we've been teaching from our living room 3 nights a week. But normally we teach from a school hall in East London on Monday nights. Tom is a professional wrestler and martial artist, and I am a former gymnast. And we're here this morning to teach you some gymnastics and work out with you and your parents, hopefully. So hello to all the parents, welcome this morning. We've got a session today that's got 3 parts, just like we did on the other 2 weeks. So we're going to be doing some floor balances today. So for all the boys, this is going to be super exciting challenges that are really hard, and I'm going to fall over a lot because I can't do them, but hopefully Tom will be able to demonstrate. Then we're going to do another sequence, so working on balance, coordination and body control, and then we're going to finish with a bit more flexibility work. So we're going to start with warm-up, but today's warm-up is slightly different.
So before we do start, what are our rules for participation?
Rules are: make sure you have a safe space. So clear away any furniture that you could bump into or damage. And please get permission from your adults to say that it's okay to join in.
Your adult?
Your adult, yes. And make sure your adult is joining in too. That's the other rule, parents.
Yes. So yeah, always make sure you have permission. And if you do want to comment as well, make sure you have permission before you comment. But it's always good to comment and say hi.
Yes.
If you've got any questions, fire them over us. And we'll get back to them and try to make any adjustments, even if we need to make things harder or easier.
Yep, let us know how you're getting on during the session. We like reading out your comments. Alright, we will get started. So, we're starting with a bit of wrist prep, are we?
Yeah, we're going to start with wrist prep. So we're going to roll the wrists. Do you want to start with the wrist prep?
So you've got hands facing this way and then this way. I don't even know what you call this one. This is one of Tom's favourite martial arts wrist preps.
I call them flicks.
Flicks.
Oh, hello.
And this is Luna.
Oh, Tom. So Luna's not feeling very well. She's had her jabs and she's a little bit groggy. And watching Peter Rabbit. Wrists on the floor, fingers facing forward. Do you want to take this and I'll take Luna? Oh, should we go sit next door? Oh, yeah, I see.
So we're going to do 3-minute warm-up in a moment. Once our wrists are ready, using some interesting crawls that are based on animals. So these are all crawls that we like using with adults because adults have quite reduced mobility. Turn your fingers to face you. And these crawls can be super difficult, but if you are younger, you should find these a lot easier than your parents. So this might be a fun warm-up.
It is the crawls that we're about to venture in.
Okay, I think our wrists are ready.
Cool, so we're going to start with Beast. What's a Beast, Claire?
Okay, Beast is this position here. So you've got shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and the knees are hovering 2 centimetres off the floor.
And it's opposite arm, opposite leg moves forward.
And we're going to crawl.
You want to keep low as possible. Claire's going to go backwards and forwards, but if you've got a little bit of space, you can go around in circles.
So have you got the clock on, Tom?
Yeah, the clock is going.
We're doing 3 minutes of different kinds of crawls.
Every
right?
30 seconds I'm going to give you a different one.
Okay, and the rule is don't put your knees on the floor, and you want to transition from one crawl to the next.
If you're slightly struggling with coordination, you might be doing same arm and same leg. We're going to go into a crab now, Claire. Show us what a crab is.
I'm turning over, so now I'm in a crab position.
And we're going to go backwards and forwards. There we go.
So we want fingertips facing the toes.
That's it.
So this is a really nice stretch for your arms.
Shoulders, triceps. Something just fell over. Keep going, this is good. So you'll start for the back of the arms, maybe hamstrings as well, especially if you're a bit tight. And we're going to go into a stiff-legged bear crawl.
Oh.
So stiff legs, I mean don't bend to the legs, so you'll feel a nice stretch in the calf and the hamstring. And see if you can get your hands to touch your wrists as well, Claire.
Oh.
This is difficult, right?
Yeah. It's a big hamstring stretch.
So Claire's got really tight calves, so she's having to slightly turn her feet out. If you can keep them facing forward, it's going to make it really, really good for the backs of those legs.
I'm starting to get quite out of breath now too.
Ostrich. Show us what an ostrich is. Yeah, I'll give you your arms a bit of a rest, right?
Yeah.
So forward and back. Toes to heel. Go down, touch the floor. Keep both the legs straight if you can, and then push away. Yes, it is stretching the back of the legs, but we're working this entire posterior chain, which is a bit of a fashionable term for back, glutes, and back of the legs. And we're firing them, so we want to push away from the floor very dynamically. Show us a duck walk.
Oh, lots of people don't like this one.
No, if you've got problems with the knees, take this really slow. Try not to bounce like Claire's doing. You want to just, there we are, transition the weight from the feet. So this is something that really opens the knee joint and fully closes the knee joint. You're moving the mat around. So this is quite difficult for a lot of people because they sit in chairs all day, so you're only stuck at right angles. So fully closing the joint is particularly problematic for some people. But I guarantee if you work it, it does get stronger.
However, kids, you might find that this is super easy.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
Giraffe?
Giraffe.
Yeah, this is the one that you invented. The
Is
one
it?
where you hop forward with both feet.
Oh, that one.
That one! This is really difficult. Claire's not going to go backwards, I don't think, because that's really hard.
I can try it in a minute.
So the goal is to touch your wrists with your toes. Claire's not quite there today. You're not going to... That's it. So forward and backwards is really hard. Nearly there.
Oh.
This is the last one. This is good for handstand presses or straddle to handstand. And rest. Now you should all be pretty warm now, right?
Yes, I am warm.
Let us know how you got on with that. That was.
I'm warm and my heart rate's up.
You know, it doesn't matter. We could spend a whole session breaking these down, the mechanics of them, and we have done with adults. Really kind of explain them in depth. But it's fun to just see if you can participate and see if you can play along. You know, some of them may have worked for you, some of them may not.
Right, we're moving on. Bit of stretching now. So get your head moving. So look at the ceiling, look at the floor. Look at the ceiling, look at the floor. And then over your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder. Okay, we're going to do shoulders up and down. And circle your shoulders backwards.
That's it.
And circle your shoulders forwards.
So we're doing just a 3-minute mobility session, right? I better warm up actually. I realise I might have to demo some stuff.
Big arm circles. Yep, might be worth you warming up, Tom, because I can't do all of the balances that we've got on our list.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Circle arms forwards.
I warm my wrists up. Actually, I'm going to do my arms as well. Oh, big arm circles. Be careful if you're sharing a room with someone and you're swinging your arms.
Go really fast backwards.
Don't hit them.
I think you need to stand a little further away from me. And really fast forwards.
I know, I did it to make a point.
Okay, twist your upper body.
Oh, yes. Just looking at what's coming. It's difficult. It's
Is
difficult
it?
stuff, yeah.
Hard.
Hard stuff.
Hard but fun, I hope.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, reach over to the side. And to the other side. Forwards, bend forwards. And push your hips and bend backwards. We'll have another bend forwards. And one more back bend. Okay, come down to the floor. We're going to do a straddle stretch. So let's have semicircles with the fingertips, going from one foot to the other foot.
That's it.
Okay, and we're gonna go over to one side, so stretch over to one side, stretch over to the other side. And now if you can, touch both toes and bend forwards. Try to get your nose to touch the floor.
This is like a speedy 3-minute stretch routine, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay, into a plank position. We're going to go lunge from side to side. So right foot to right hand, left foot to left hand. And we're doing 10, so that's number 3.
Try and keep that back leg straight and
4.
drive that hip forward so you feel like a nice little stretch in the groin and the hip flexor. 8.
Number 8.
9. 10.
Okay, one more stretch. We'll do the same going side to side. So 2 heels on the floor as you do this, and we're going side to side. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay,
Nice.
so hopefully we're all stretched, warm and ready to go.
If you, let us know how you got on with that, whether it was easy, hard, difficult.
Yeah, how did you get on with the animal mobility walks?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're out of breath.
I am out of breath.
That's hard, right?
Yeah. So we're going to begin with some hand balances on the floor.
Yeah, so it would be, some of these are easier than others. The first one we're going to start with is a frog stand.
So in gymnastics, some of these balances can be useful on a beam or on the floor, and particularly these balances are kind of something that boys tend to work on and put into floor routines. They're super difficult, and if you learn them as adults with more body weight, it's really hard, and so the lighter you are, the easier it is. So you may find that at home you're able to do these way better than we are. So we're going to give you a hint at what you should be doing.
So adults as well, trying this, the taller you are, the harder any like lever work, which is what we're going to be doing, like floor kind of balancing or inversions are, because you've got a longer lever, your body's longer. So the smaller you are, technically the easier it is.
So we're starting with the easiest.
So frog stand. So show us the rocks to frog stand to start with. So we're going to rock and feel the weight disappear from our toes. And then when Claire feels confident, she's going to lift one leg up and find the balance and try it on the other side. Cool, and then see if you get both feet up, Claire, for me. Nice.
So can you give a description of what we're doing here?
So we're placing our elbows, well actually the backs of our arms inside of our legs. This is a frog stand, so we want to be really low in our position on the balls of our feet, and as we place our hands down, if Claire's not looking between her hands, she's looking between here. Imagine she's doing a headstand and she's creating like an invisible tripod. She's rocking forward and you gripping the floor with her fingers, and as she goes forward, she feels the weight disappear. You can put a pillow here if you're worried about tipping over onto your head, but just finding that balance is a combination of controlling the hands and the wrists, squeezing the chest muscles, pushing out the elbows and squeezing the legs in. There's a lot of moving parts. So, should we try this?
Yep.
Should we do a minute of focus time to see if we can do it?
30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't want to do it for a minute.
No.
So, if you've got any questions, don't forget, frog stand balance is one of
the
badges.
badges.
What's
So
a badge?
it's really
Tell me
good
what
to
a badge
practice
is.
it. So there's gymnastics badges that gymnasts work on, and this is one of the moves that's going to help you achieve one of the badges. So this is a super good one to practice, because you might get assessed on it when we get back in the gym.
Cool. Do you want to find the position? So we're going to do this twice for 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. So if you're working at just rocking backwards and forwards and finding the weight, that's okay. If you're doing 1 foot down, 1 foot up, that's also okay. We're starting to find balance and understand it. Some people don't like the 1 foot down. They find it throws them off. You've got about 15 seconds. Keep squeezing in, Claire. Your legs have gone slightly wide. That's good. There we are, that's better. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down.
Oh, so how did you get on with that? Let us know.
Have a breath. Give your wrist a shake. It's very wrist heavy, right?
Shake your hands out, and we'll just have a quick hello to everyone who's said hello so far. So, hello to Adeline, and good morning to Amelia, Sophie, and Isabel. If you are also watching, write your name in the comments and let us know that you're here. So we're going to have, how long are we having? 30 seconds? 60 seconds?
60-second rest.
60-second rest, and then we're going to try that again.
Do you want to progress it on the Tad?
Yeah, so if you found that easy...
Can Claire do it?
I practiced this last night.
Take a leg away.
Yeah, if you found that easy, see if you can take one leg off. So there might be some boys who are super good at this.
Do you want to show us, Claire?
Yeah. So,
We haven't got that long to rest. Can you do it? Take one leg off and keep it tucked. That's good. And if you can, again, I haven't warmed up.
that is so hard. It is so hard.
Oh God, my body hurts today. Okay, so find your position, take the leg off.
That's the next step. So the one I did where you take the knee through and you just leave it bent, that's step 1. If you can do that and that's easy, try extending the leg like Tom did.
Yeah, it's just something to play with. Give it a try. As soon as you take that one leg off, you have to really push into the elbow that's supporting.
Now the secret to getting this right is you've got to squeeze your knees into your elbow really tight and squeeze your elbows into the knees.
Yes.
And that's what's going to help give stability.
That's what kind of clicked for you yesterday, right?
Yeah, I've been practicing frog stands all of lockdown, but I hadn't understood that. And then I did it last night, and suddenly I could hold with one leg much longer.
Yeah. You ready?
Okay, so I'm doing it with one leg this time.
Claire's going to try it with one leg.
If you can't do it with one leg, then just stick to trying to hold the frog stand.
Yeah, or rocking into it.
Or just rocking into the frog stand and leaving the feet on the floor.
3, 2, 1, go.
So it's okay to just rock forwards, take one foot off.
And if your wrists are sore, that's not unusual. You know, you're loading all your body weight on your wrists. How often do you stand on your hands? For the gymnasts out there, probably more than the adults. 10 seconds. Go on, Claire, see if you can hold it. It's just a little bit too much, isn't it, for you?
Yeah.
And rest, everyone. Well done.
Can't do it with one leg. And I'm probably gone very bright red right now.
Oh.
So, Grace and Elizabeth are also watching. Good morning, Grace and Elizabeth.
So, we're going to show you our next one.
Okay, what's the next balance we're trying?
L-sits.
Oh.
Show us an L-sit.
I need to recover. Can you demonstrate?
Okay.
I'm going to have a sip of my tea.
So, I'm wearing black on black again, so this is going to be hard to see. But, hands by my side. I'm going to put them slightly forward. You can put them back, but just underneath me. I'm going to place and lift my legs.
So again, it may be that for you this is easy, or it may be that for you this feels utterly impossible. So we're going to show you a few steps to get towards doing the L-sit. What's the first step, Tom?
Compact.
Okay.
So, compact is, the further back my hands are, the easier it is. So, if I'm here, that's quite easy. It's not very much an L-sit. As I walk my fingers forward, I keep the L-sit shape. That was a tongue twister. And I'm going to lift my legs. And it's not about how high I get my legs. That's not important. It's just about just lifting them off. So even if it's like a centimetre off the ground, that's okay. And if you notice, the further forward I'm here, the harder the lift is. And I'm just lifting them off and I'm working really, really high level. If I can do this, then the next trick is to try to get this push down. So I want to push, so I'm lifting my bum off the ground. Now I have had people say to me before, but my arms aren't long enough.
Yeah, we heard that a few times. It's really not to do with the.
It's nothing to do with it. You have to push down and then push with the scapula.
Yeah.
That's what creates the height. So if I just push down, yeah, my hands aren't long enough. But if I then push down with the scapula, I lift. And then once I've got that lift, I'm going to find one leg, and then if I can do 2 legs.
Cool.
20 seconds.
Okay.
Are you doing L6, Claire?
I'm going to try. I won't be able to hold it for 20 seconds.
No. So if you can't and you fall down, either try to get back up or go down a step. So maybe go do the compact to finish up. I'll count everyone in. Pick your poison. 3, 2, 1, go. Well done, Claire.
How long did I do?
5 seconds.
Yeah!
Keep going. 10 seconds left.
Okay, I'll try again.
15 seconds.
Oh.
And rest.
Oh. Okay, so the other
So
thing.
that's too hard for you.
Too hard?
Yeah.
Well, I think 5 second hold is good.
So because we want to do it for 20 seconds, let's bring it down a step and try it for try the one leg down one for me and then switch halfway through.
Oh, okay.
That'd be better for you, I think.
Okay, so I'm going to do an L sit but one leg off. And
One
then
leg off
switch.
perfectly straight and then switch at 10.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. So it's one thing that it's important to remember when you're practicing these balances is these are pure strength moves. So it's important to have quite a lot of recovery time in between because when you do strength moves, you're using up chemical in your muscles and you need the recovery time so that your muscles can resynthesize that chemical.
It burns really fast
It
as well.
burns, yeah, it burns super fast. So we have about 60 seconds in between just practice, you know, we're only doing a short 5 second or 10 second or 20 second hold, however long you're holding for, but you really need that maximum recovery time in order to be able to do it again.
I'm not warm, but it's if you want to add the next step is to keep your chest over your legs, and then when you straighten up you want to raise the legs up, so it involves you using your lats by pushing back into the floor.
So yeah, that would be the advanced version of an L-sit.
More
so,
twerking towards a V-sit. My V-sit is very appalling in comparison to gymnastics.
So that position might be super useful on a beam, or for boys again, it's what you call a Russian lever. So that one might also be on
That's
one
where
of
your
your
legs
badges.
are going over the top of your head, right?
Yeah,
That's very advanced.
Russian lever, you tip the hips up even more.
Yeah. Ready? So find your position.
Andy is saying, I hope all the parents are joining in. Yeah, especially with this one.
So long rests because we need to recover the strength. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's 5 seconds gone. Keep going, Claire, breathe. 10 seconds gone, switch legs for Claire. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, down.
Also, it's important to remember that it really helps in holding these positions if you make a really big grimace on your face like this.
And remember to breathe. People forget to breathe doing these things.
Because it's hard.
It's hard. So,
We've done 2 rounds of that, right? What's the next one?
perch, or what I would know as a planche.
Okay, so I can't really do this at all.
I don't expect anyone to be able to get the full length. I'm not going to demo it.
No, just
today.
try the perch today. So can you
show us
demonstrate?
it with your feet down.
Oh.
So toes down, knees off.
Why do I have to demonstrate? Is it this position here?
Yeah, so place your knees down on the floor. So place them next to your hands. So you want them here. That's it. So we're pushing, rounding the back, lifting the knees off the ground and trying to be on our tiptoes. If this is too much weight, you can tuck the toes under. Tuck the toes under.
Yeah.
There.
Are you doing that?
No. Yeah, so you're on the balls of your feet. So it's a little bit easier. This is the regressed version, and we're going to hold this position. If you are able to do it, then put the toes flat so you're on your tiptoes, and you want to be horizontal. We're not going up to straight, and Claire wants to lean forward so the centre of her weight is over her hips. So if we're doing it,
can you show them the full perch position?
I can, but it's always better in parallettes so they can actually see my lift. So I do hands out because I've got old person wrists.
So that's what the full perch looks like. In fact, if you're a young gymnast, you can probably get even higher. Tom's carrying a lot of body weight here.
So I tend to hover low, yeah.
So his is quite horizontal, but you might be able to get your hips up high and it be kind of at this angle, which would look like that. Really nice.
That's high strength then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you choose your level, see what you can practice. You can do it with toes down, as we said, so make sure the start position is hands next to the knees and you're lifting the knees off the floor.
If you can do that and then lift one leg. So Claire will probably be lifting on one leg position. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll count you all in. 15 seconds.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So lift one leg. Well done, Claire. So you're halfway, so you can switch if you want. Keep breathing, keep leaning forward and down, everyone.
Oh.
So it's only a short period of time. So I want you to be working, so you're just making 15 seconds. So if the one that you just did now was a little bit too easy, then up a gear, go up a gear. That's why I made Claire do it with one leg. If it's too hard, go down a step. Because we want quality, right?
Yes. So this should be working all of your core muscles. It'll be a big strain on the wrists because you're putting all of your body weight through your wrists in quite a flexed wrist position. So you're working on wrist flexibility and upper body strength as well.
So I can't do it fingers facing forward because it's not. But if you're young enough, you should be able to do it fingers facing forward and you'll get a better balance point. I have to turn my hands out, so that's also a thing. You can also do it the other way around, so fingers facing behind you.
So let us know, have you managed to get any of these? And if you have, maybe you can get someone to take a photo and then you could send it over. I don't know if you can upload photos here, probably not.
No,
but
you can't.
there is we've got an email address, so you can send it to our email address. We'd love to see photos of you if you can get these balances.
Of the balances, yeah.
Of the balances, okay. Number 2, round 2.
Yep, round 2. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1, down.
Ooh, that was so hard, so hard.
But that's the right level for you, right?
Yeah. So Andy's saying in America they used to have conditioning competitions like this. In this case, with a glass of water balanced on the back. Wow. Andy says we should try that with a glass of water balanced on the back. That sounds absolutely impossible. I'm happy doing it at this level. This is way difficult enough for
I
me.
can do like really hard crawling with stuff like that on my back.
Crawling, yes, with feet on the floor.
But definitely this is
not in a
probably beyond me at this point.
All right. Are we done with the balance section?
No, we've got one more.
One more. Okay, what's the last one?
Bent arm tuck on the floor.
Okay, I absolutely can't do that.
Show us the regressions first.
You show me what it looks like. I need a rest.
So, this is more for fun. I don't think this is a gymnastic specific skill, is it? Maybe it is.
Yeah.
So we'll do a tucked version to start with. So I'm going to do fingers facing out again. Bent arm, pushing. Actually, I can do it this way. Pushing through.
So it's a bit like the perch that we've just done.
But I'm using all muscle.
But now we're doing it with bent arms.
Yeah. All muscle. And no support. I'm not having my elbows in. They're close to me. They're not out.
Okay, so what's the regression?
Same as before.
What's the easy version? Show us what to do.
So, if you want to try this, you can do knees up here, 1 foot off. If this is completely beyond you, you can go into a 3/4 position and hold this, because it's still working the same sort of position.
Right.
So you can do a 3/4 push up, or you can do like the perch, knees off, keep tucked, 1 foot, 1 foot.
Okay, so my hands go here.
Yep.
And then I bend them.
Yeah.
And then I've got to hold there.
Yeah. Not so deep though. Not so deep. You want to be like just about right.
Okay.
So you were like here, very
right.
closed.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
So it keeps your torso up.
All right.
So get yourself even closer. You see where my hands were in comparison to my.
I think
I was here. You were here. Hence
No,
why your bum is in there.
Oh right. Well, I'm going to start in the 3/4 position, I think. So.
15 seconds, right?
In this position here, we're going to bend the arms and hold it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
3, 2, 1, go. Claire, you should really be doing this in a plank.
Is that right?
Yep.
This is hard enough, thank you.
If you manage to do this, this is a very difficult skill to do. It takes a lot of chest strength. And rest.
Oh! My triceps are feeling that one.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very good isometric for
hold position.
Yeah, holding strength and chest strength. It's something fun to play with. And if you're starting to hold it, then yes.
Now you're just showing off.
Start extending the legs.
Hello.
Hello. No, I want daddy. Yeah. You happy? You're very pal. So,
okay.
again, 15 seconds.
One more hold in that position. So, I'm doing it in the 3/4 push again.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. What's up, Lulu? Yeah. 5 seconds. And rest.
Oh, yes. That is so difficult.
Do you want to say hi? Do you want to wave and say hi?
Okay, so that is the balance section done. So shake your arms out. Your wrists are going to have a bit of a break now. And we're moving on to doing some sequence work.
Yes.
So
you're going to break this down, right? I don't know the sequence. So
I'm going to try and remember the sequence.
It's written down. It's written down here.
I know, I'm going to try and remember it from memory.
From memory?
From memory.
Okay, you try and remember
From memory. We're going to do a back bend. So holding the hands at the top, bending backwards. Then we're going to bend forwards and let the head dangle and enjoy the stretch in the hamstrings. From here we're going to walk the hands out into plank. From here we're going to do a press up slowly down. So you're going to bend the arms and come down to the floor.
How slow is that push up?
Just nice and slow. From here, we're going to do a Superman hold.
What's this called in gymnastics?
Arch. An arch. Then we're going to roll over into a dish position, put the feet and the arms down, and then we're going to do a V-sit up.
Could you move onto the mat so we can see you on the screen? That's it.
From the V-sit, we're going to do a front fold to stretch out the hamstrings again. Then you're going to cross your legs and try to stand up without using the hands.
That's hard to...
That's it. So,
That's difficult.
yeah, it's not easy. So I'll run through it one more time and then we're going to do 2 sets of 90 seconds.
You're going to talk through it as we go through it?
Well, you can talk them through it.
So you talk through it and I'll keep an eye on her.
Right, let's practice again. So we're going to do a back bend, a forward fold. Walk the hands out into plank. We're going to slowly lower to the floor. We've got an arch. Roll to dish and try not to use your hands. Put hands and feet down. We do a V-sit up. Put the feet on the floor. Forward fold. And then stand up without using your hands. I did that very inelegantly. I hope that you can stand up better than I can. So that's the sequence, and we're going to practice for 90 seconds. So see how many times you can go around in 90 seconds.
It's not about speed though,
Then
is
we'll
it?
take a rest. It's not about speed, it's about control. This is all
slowly.
about body control. So we want each movement to be slow, smooth, nice transitions, as little shuffling of the feet as you can. So it's all about balance.
So, shall I set a timer?
Yes, please.
You ready?
Yep.
Count you in. 3, 2, 1, go.
So if you get lost, you can use me as a reference.
It's 90 seconds, right?
Yep, we're going to practice this for 90 seconds. So just keep moving through the sequence.
Why have you got glitter on your face, Miss Luna?
Because my sister was decorating some cakes, I think.
Oh. That's it. Forward fold. And cross-legged. Oh, that was still funny, that cross-legged get up.
I used my ankle actually.
I saw, yeah.
So each time, see if you can do a slightly bigger back bend and get slightly more stretch from your hamstrings in
So
this
you want
position.
to try to get the deeper stretches each time, right?
Yep.
So with the dish, when you're rolling from Superman to, the arch to the dish, are you meant to roll different ways each time? Can you?
Doesn't really matter.
No?
No. It's just about control and the transitioning smoothly from one move to the next, and then trying to stand up.
You program this?
How long have we got to go?
You've literally got 5 seconds. And rest.
Okay.
Well done.
So how did you find the sequence? How difficult was that?
Any comments?
Andy's suggesting I turn my mat so that I don't come off. Well, I could do it that way. I'll face it the other way.
We
Let's
could do
try
it.
that.
It's
How does that look on the screen if I do it this way around?
yeah, do it front on. I think your head will disappear at one point, but try it. You're still going to roll off. That's the problem with yoga mats. They want you to stay in one place.
Maybe I'll do it at an angle like that. Yeah. So shake your arms out. Hopefully you didn't find standing up too difficult. I think kids, for you that might be quite easy, but that's one that the parents are going to struggle with. Standing up without hands is actually...
It's hard. Hold her. I want to try this because I don't think I've done this since I used to do martial arts.
It's actually used as a measure of a health check. The number of times that you need to put your hands down.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. Even with a torn groin, that felt a little bit, but it wasn't actually
not
that
that easy.
bad. I'm just trying to see. It set my knee off though. The knee I twisted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
You ready?
let's try that all one more time. So another 90 seconds practicing. See if you can make the transitions even more smooth this time. Are you ready?
Yeah, Luna's ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
So even bigger back bend.
Try and point your fingers to the wall, right? Behind you.
Yeah.
Forward, fold. So these are quite nice opposites, really, aren't they? Oh, what do you want? Are you licking my t-shirt? Walk your hands out. And it's really slow. See how slow you can go on this push-up? If you really want to be fancy, maybe you can count to 10 on the way down. See if you can make the whole 10. It kind of works. I'm looking at the screen now. That's good. That was full. Yeah, that was a slower pace than before. So that was 41 seconds. That sequence. So you might get another one at that pace.
So I'm going to try and count to 10 as I go down in this press up this time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's hard, right?
Yep.
I do this challenge where I do a 10-second push-up. So you do a 10-second down and then 10 seconds up, and you might get like 1 or 2. Go on, Claire.
Oh.
You're more flexible than I am. And rest, everyone.
Finding that hard second time around.
I think you're putting your feet out, so make sure you cross your legs more. So they're more like a like this rather than this.
I think it's my ankle flexibility.
You think so?
Yeah, it makes
It's
that
very
difficult.
much you have to come up on the blades of your feet, right?
Yeah.
You're like here. So
Got
if
my-
you do have sore like ankles or sore knees, you're going to feel this.
Yep. Right. Sequence done. Hard part done. Now it's all easy. We've just got a bit of flexibility left.
I thought it was 3 times through.
No, we're doing 2 times through. And
Oh, I see.
now we're onto the flexibility. So flexibility. I understand that some people found the box split work last week very difficult.
What was the box split work last week? I'm
We
mixing
did,
them up in my head.
We went the ones where you go out.
Oh, the
and up.
repetition
We
one.
did 10 repetitions and then we held it for 90 seconds.
Oh.
Not everybody made it to the end of that one.
Oh, it's such a good stretch.
So see if you can make it to the end of this today. We are going to do some front splits work. So if you've got some socks, grab your socks and put your socks on.
So I tend to, like, especially if you're working on a hard floor, with this split work, because you might start with the knee down, especially the one behind you, I tend to sometimes get people to put a pillow on the knee that's behind them, because there'll be a point where you roll over the knee joint and you might hit a nerve, and it can be quite painful. So
Okay, so I've got my pillow. So grab a pillow and we'll use that for the back leg.
again, if you're allowed to grab a pillow. So
What are we doing?
we're going to do front splits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to slide into it as deep as we can. So show us the basic positions to where you want to start.
So you want to come into, we're going to start with a warm up. So let's have a forward lunge where you're pushing this back hip into the floor to warm up initially. We're going to hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at Claire's back leg.
Sit back on your back heel now and you're going to stretch the front hamstring out. We'll hold this position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And
Good.
now we'll slide the front leg forwards.
If you can't go this far, that's okay. Stay at a deeper right angle. Should regress it for me, Claire, just a tad? Just so we can see, so a little bit easier. So if you're in here, even further back, that's okay. But go as far forward as you can. And now hold the position. Let's hold it for 30 seconds. And I want you to breathe into this. So
Okay, so this is round 1. We're doing 3 rounds of this on each leg. This is the first round.
yeah. And I just want you to breathe into it and relax. So, because this is in gymnastics, we would say that point your toes is key. If you are wanting to deepen the stretch a little bit further and you're already onto the floor, if you pull your toes towards your torso, so lift your toes up, you'll strengthen and stretch the calf muscle as well, which is not necessarily elegant in gymnastics. However, it will benefit your flexibility at the back of the knee and the calf joint.
How long have we done?
You've got 2 seconds and out.
Okay, we're going to switch legs. So we're going through the same routine. We're going to stretch forwards and we want a straight back knee, pushing the back hip towards the floor. We're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to
breathe through all of these stretches.
sit back on the heel and try and get your nose to the knee. And we'll hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to stretch the leg out in front
That's it.
into the splits position. This is my left
This is your
good leg.
tighter. This is tighter, right?
This side's tighter, yep.
So if you are able to, if you're down on the floor already, torso up is what you're after, and then removing the tension from the hands. So hands out in a T shape, right? Or just up on the torso. Keep going. Breathe into it. So Claire's starting to loosen up, right?
Not really.
No? And relax.
Oh.
Hello! What's up?
Okay, so we've done 1 on each leg. We've got 2 to go.
Have a rest. So, what I say with stretching is treat it like strength training like we just did, right? So have a little rest, have a walk around. If you walk around, it allows the muscles to start to normalise, and then we'll go again. Because they do fatigue as if we're doing repetitions of, say, push-ups.
So reset your legs and we're going to go back in.
Are you ready?
Yep. So back to the first leg.
So slide out. We're going to do it for 45 seconds now. So even deeper and slightly longer period of time. And the arms might be tired from everything that we've done, so they might struggle to keep you up. You see Claire's is tenting her fingers, so her fingers tips are on the ground. You can use yoga blocks in this position to get yourself upright, or parallettes, or 2 stools, one either side, to keep the torso upright. Keep breathing. This is good, Claire.
It hurts.
It hurts. You got 10 seconds left. I'm going to turn that down a tad. That's it. And slowly come out. Oh, that one was deep, right?
Yep.
Big breaths. And the other side.
Okay, put your other leg forward and we will slide in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Keep breathing. Yes? What are you trying to say? So this is definitely tighter for Claire, right? So if you can kind of use your weight to your advantage, Claire, and kind of walk yourself back a tad, it might push you down a little bit further. Keep breathing. Ooh.
So relax as much as you can, even when it hurts. The more it hurts, the more just you need to relax into it to lengthen the muscle.
And slowly make your way out.
Okay, stand up, give your legs a shake, walk around the room, reset.
Yeah, have a second, give him a little move. This is not easy. So the problem with front splits, I find, is that I have to do it twice. Box splits, I just do it once, and that does both legs. For front splits, I have to do one side, then I have to do the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always bothers me that I feel like I have to do twice as much work.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have to endure the pain twice, rather than just endure it once.
Yes, we do have 2 legs, it's true. Okay, ready for round 3?
Oh, we've got a little bit more rest time.
Okay.
Yeah, we let the legs recover. We want them to normalise. Again, let's treat this like...
Reset.
Reset. Let's treat this like any other strength training. Because we are building muscle, but we're just building it... Do you want to tell them?
Yeah, it's true.
Tell them you're stretching.
So flexibility work, we did a bit of research on flexibility in the summer and learned a few things that I didn't know about flexibility. So what makes your muscles get longer is that when you stretch, you tear the muscle. You get tiny tears in the muscle, just like you would if you were doing push-ups. And then what happens is the muscle rebuilds. So when you're doing push-ups, and you get the tiny tears, the muscle builds muscle on muscle, and so the muscle gets bigger. But when you do flexibility work, the tiny tears accumulate, and then the muscle builds fibers but in a long chain. So the muscle literally gets longer when you do flexibility work. So recovery is important, and it is a case of, it's not just that the muscle stretches, it's that the muscle grows longer.
So it's not about doing a 10-minute stretch essentially, it's about doing the deepest stretch for a short period
Yes.
of time and adapting it throughout the day. So
3 minutes a day is all you need to do to get better flexibility.
Apparently so, yeah.
Okay,
3, 2,
last one.
1, go. Yeah, so we also researched this, and when we found that the longer you stretch actually doesn't make necessarily a difference. It's very, if you're stretching for an hour a day of the same muscle, it has just as much effect if you're doing it for, say, 5 minutes.
Excellent. Luna's going to stand on me.
You stand on, mummy. Is that funny? a little bit of added weight.
Yeah.
This is your good side though, so this is
Yeah.
not so bad. So this is our deepest stretch. We're going to do this for a minute in total on each side.
Oh, Tom's mean. He's sprung that one on us.
Yeah. We've got Luna sitting on you as well. That's quite... Does that help?
No.
No? Make it harder?
Yeah.
Well done, Luna. Keep mummy working hard. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out.
If I can.
If you can. Is that funny?
Thank you for your assistance.
Ready? Other side.
Final stretch now.
3, 2, 1, go. That Luna thinks that's her time to go as well.
Are you hopping on?
You want to climb on mummy while she stretches? Now, if you go here, you give her a little bit of extra weight. See?
Oh, thanks, Tom.
Don't do this at home. This is not advisable or safe practice for stretching. Is that funny? So, just got 25 seconds down. Halfway now. Keep breathing through this. Try and go as deep as you can with the stretch. If you're already there and you're on the floor, you can start to elevate, or you can create active stretching. So if you are on the floor, down, imagine that now when you're in this split, you're trying to then lift the foot off the ground. So you start to lift the feet up almost as if they're kind of both coming up, which is incredibly difficult.
Oh.
Only play with this for a short period of time and slowly come out.
Thanks, Luna.
Oh.
So, give your legs a good shake. You should be feeling super stretchy now, which is quite a nice feeling.
She's doing handstands.
Oh.
Headstands, Luna. Handstands, Luna. Oh, that's a full
I
headstand.
don't know, handed headstand.
Maybe she's going to be a break dancer.
Okay, well done, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's session and you're feeling stretched and you've had a good workout. We're going to carry on here playing with Luna.
Come on.
And we will see you
Headstand.
next Saturday for some more gymnastics.
Yes, please let us know how you get on. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It really helps us out.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's nice, Luna.